Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make is zucchini fudge cake. I know that probably sounds like it's not going to taste too good, but this cake is unbelievable. In fact, when you try it, well, people are going to be amazed how moist and how light this cake comes out with chocolate fudge taste. So let's get started. First off, we're going to get our dry ingredients together. And what we want to do is have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We're also going to put in a half a cup of baking cocoa. Now again, this is the unsweetened baking. We're also going to put in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That was 2 teaspoons. We're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda in. We're going to put 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And then just with a spoon or a fork, just combine all these dry ingredients together and just stir it together. And then we're just going to set it aside for the moment. But I want to just bring that all together. Okay, and we're going to set that aside. Now, you can use your stand-up as I am, and I do suggest it. I think it's a little bit easier than doing it with a hand mixer, but it'll be up to you, of course. Start off with 1 cup of butter. Now, if you don't want to use butter, or maybe you don't have butter, you can use margarine. I went ahead and cut it up into little pieces, because it is much easier to cream and break up. So I'm just going to put that in my mixing bowl, and I'm going to start to cream that. Now, once you do that, you're going to be putting in granulated sugar, and you're going to need 2½ cups. So I'm going to raise my speed a little bit here. The butter's creaming and breaking up. And I'll start putting in the granulated sugar. Okay. Now once those 2 have combined together, your butter and your sugar, then we're going to move on to the eggs. And I'm just going to give that another couple seconds here. And raise my speed just a little bit. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to put in 4 eggs, 1 at a time, and they have been at room temperature. And just wait till the one gets blended well, and put your second one in, and so on, the third. And that's the 4th. That's my last one. And just wait till that's all combined, and it's really a real nice yellow, pale yellow color. And you can do that at about medium speed. I'm going to raise it up a little bit due to the video to move it along here, and just clean the sides of my bowl and get to the bottom of that mixing bowl a little bit. And it will look like this. And now I'm going to beat in vanilla. And you're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And just blend that in. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start putting in our dry ingredients, and then we're also going to be using a cup of milk. So I'm going to put a little dry in on low so it doesn't go all over the kitchen here. And then I'm going to alternate it with the milk. And this is at about medium speed. You can raise it up once it all starts coming together. And then again, just keep alternating the milk with the dry. the rest of the milk. And then just wait till everything combines. And I'm going to raise it up a little bit here, just till it's all combined well. Don't have to do that for very long, especially when you put it on high as I did. I'm just going to take my paddle out of here, take out my excess, set that aside. Okay. And I'm going to just clean the sides of my mixing bowl, bring it all together, and make sure that everything's combined all the way to the bottom, and it is. You'll have a really pretty satiny type milk chocolate batter. As you can see, it really comes out like velvet. All right, the last thing that you're going to be putting in, of course, is the zucchini. And you're going to need 3.5 cups of zucchini. I'm sorry, 3 cups. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Only 3 cups of shredded zucchini. And you can put that all in, and then just with your spatula or spoon, just combine it. Just fold it in, just so it has even distribution all the way through. Now you're going to bake this cake at 350 degrees. I like to bake mine in this particular pan. It's actually 4 little loaves. I get 8 out of this recipe. Now if you don't have these loaf pans, you don't want to bake it in a loaf pan, this cake comes out really nice with 3 9-inch round pans. If you're going to use the 3-inch round 9-inch pans, it's going to take, well, 25 to 30 minutes. And when the cakes do come out of the oven, put them on a cooling rack for about 10 minutes. This particular pan usually comes up around 25 to even 35 minutes. It really depends on what you're going to bake it in and the type of pan that you're using. One thing with this particular pan, though, you have to really heavily grease it and dust it with flour, because you know, you don't want it to stick. You want it to have the mold you know, showing up on the cake. So again, I get 8 of these. I'm going to grab a spoon here. And just spoon. And I usually fill them about halfway. I fill the wells about halfway. And again, 350 degrees, anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes. And do set that on a cooling rack when they do come out. I want to rinse my hands real quick. And I want to show you what they look like once they are baked up. And this is how they will turn out. Now you can garnish them with powdered sugar, or it takes also really great with actually chocolate frosting, whatever type or frosting that you want to put on it. I just went ahead and had a vanilla frosting and added a little bit of food coloring to give it the orange color. I'm going to cut one open to show you what these little cakes look like. And they are so moist inside and so light. It is not heavy. You might think because there's zucchini in it that they'll come out very dense or rubbery. It isn't the case. They're extremely moist and so light and so airy. It really is just a great little tasting fudge cake. So there you have it, zucchini fudge cake. Give this recipe a try, and if you like it, leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching. and please subscribe.